Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Clout podcast. It's the 4th official episode, and unfortunately, we do not yet have video. My laptop just ran out of battery, so we cannot webcam us,
That's all right. That's all
so
right.
sad.
We'll have video in the coming days or weeks, and
Decades.
during what has happened since the last podcast is we have actually recorded an episode, but our creative team got together in a very corporate manner, and they decided that it was not up to par with the standards of the other podcasts.
We want to keep up a level of quality that, it's something that we would also listen to or watch ourselves.
Yeah. And we want to do a service to all of our loyal fans.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone.
We're not frauds.
Yeah,
exactly.
The
We're not
community
doing
has
this for
grown
money.
significantly.
It has.
It's great to see that we have such an vibrant audience.
Yeah. Our social media presence has really grown lately.
It's exploding. It's exploding.
We had a
have
few
so
viral
many
tweets.
comments.
Yeah.
There's so
Viral?
many comments.
Yeah.
Like a virus.
Yeah.
No.
You're also going viral on TikTok. It's popping off.
Yeah, we started a few trends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But let's not brag too much about what we've accomplished.
We're not getting
so
paid
far.
for any of this.
Yeah.
Because we're such loyal people to our fans.
hey, what's your name?
Well, I'm Johannes, and I'm one of the co-hosts of the Clout Triangle podcast. What about you?
I'm the east corner of the triangle, Noah, and who are you over there?
I'm the Northern Territories leader, Nigel L. Amai.
Oh, shit.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome, Alamai. How are you?
I was just joking, it's Kieran. Yo.
Oh, well, that was a long bit.
Okay.
And we also have half of a guest today. We have Willem Hall, all the way from Florida, and he's currently sitting on the other side of this group, but he might be joining us at a later point. He has to take care of some business. He's currently hacking into the Moscow intelligence office's mainframe.
Eradicate his wanted poster from their list.
Yeah.
The Finnish SWAT team Kaduryhmä is here any minute, so this is going to be an exciting podcast.
And a short one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Willem is actually a wanted war criminal in 3 different countries.
He's actually the legendary, lot of stories about him. He's the legendary Florida man himself.
Yeah, it is him.
It is him.
You've seen all the headlines about Florida man fighting an alligator with his bare hands high on amphetamine. Well, he's here right with us, and you might be able to hear him speak in just a few minutes.
And you might remember him for his first appearance during the World Wars, as the image that Kilroy was here is based on. They're all based on Willem's appearance.
Okay.
He's also written a few books under the alias Willem Dafoe, but let's not get into those.
Okay. Are there any train stories right now?
Are there any train stories?
I have a
There
train
is a
story.
train. Okay, go ahead, Kieran. You were in the. Where were you?
I was in Israel
You were in Israel.
In Jerusalem, more specifically.
for a day. I
Oh,
spent
for a
most
day,
of my
okay.
time in a place called Eilat Ramon, which
Oh.
is fire.
Okay.
But it's a weird country in the fact that the airport is cheaper than the country.
Really?
I'm not used to that
That's
kind of...
very
that's-
weird.
At least
very
where I
unusual.
was. Like,
Yeah.
there's the tourist area and then like the local area. But even the local area was more expensive than the airplane. Like,
Oh.
a Coke at the airplane was €1 and it was like €3 everywhere
Really?
else. I was so confused.
Interesting.
Finland is already quite expensive, but once you go to the airport, you're not supposed to buy anything
No.
unless you absolutely need it. 'Cause
Exactly.
it's like, all right. Willem is currently on the run. I think he saw someone from the window,
A
but
sniper laser just came through the window.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
a red dot. But
Yes,
I,
alright.
I think the situation's stable.
All right. Continue on Israel.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so I saw a wonderful, plentiful valleys of like buildings and hills of green.
Valleys of buildings.
Yeah, like 'cause they have like mountains, and in the middle of those mountains, there's like
Oh yeah, like villages. kinda.
villages and
Yeah.
stuff.
Alright.
And then camels, cows, sheep, wild cats, dogs.
Wild
and
cats everywhere.
Yeah, wave your hands up in the air.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's full of animals and people, and guns, and
Oh.
fighter jets
So-
at nighttime, and
what's the dynamic?
UFOs. Because
Oh.
the tour guide on the bus, or tour guide, it's just some guy who was like speaking to us. I
Yeah.
wasn't signing for a tour,
Yeah.
but saw 2 red flashing lights follow each other in the sky really fast, and I was like, well, I'm guessing we're seeing UFOs because I have no idea what those are or why they're here. So who knows what happened?
All right.
And there was a really big thunderstorm the day we left, which caused flooding everywhere.
And also the first case of coronavirus in Israel was found the day after you left.
Oh yeah, that was true.
So
'cause
you're
there's a bunch of
pretty lucky
Italians.
in that
Your
sense.
trip in Israel sounds like a modern version of the Bible.
Yeah.
Probably
UFOs,
was.
guns,
Flashing light, fire,
coronavirus, what else?
the plague, yeah. And there was a bunch of frogs nearby, so that was like the
That's
plague from
literally from the
Moses.
Bible.
And the flooding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Humans
honestly
and-
the second coming.
And you are actually probably considered the devil there as a ginger, right?
Exactly, yeah. The
I
red
mean,
hair.
there are tribes in Africa that actually consider ginger people like devils.
Or then there's some people that I've heard kill gingers and use their hair for powder.
Nice. It's
So-
all coming together now.
Yeah.
Hey.
But it's nice to hear, you know, that all of the 4 major life forms live together in harmony, like the animals, you know, all the frogs, humans, and the guns, of course.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
the fighter jet.
Yes.
It's good that there's a balance in the nature
Yes.
of
Of
Israel.
course.
Law of nature, guns. So you had a train story?
Yeah,
from
but the train
Israel?
story was in Finland.
Oh,
Finland?
Yesterday, I
Oh,
took the
okay.
metro 3 times, the same direction
Oh.
back and the same direction, because
yeah,
I'm
that
an
was
idiot.
Oh.
But then I took a train, and the train never left.
what?
It just stayed in Helsinki. I don't know why.
What do you? So
I mean, it had to eventually.
Okay, eventually I left, yeah, but like
Oh.
it just wasn't going, so I left and
Oh.
took something faster.
Mm.
'Cause it's just there.
That's
that,
weird.
that just happens sometimes, you know.
I'm not used to it though,
But
because
I didn't tell you this yet, but I actually had a
Another
very
story?
unique,
Oh.
exciting train happening. On Monday this week,
Yeah.
as I arrived here to Helsinki, 9:30 in the morning, when we arrived and the train stopped,
yeah.
all the people started leaving, but I noticed that my shoelaces were open. I'm like, oh boy, I gotta tie these up.
Can't
Because
come to the most elite school in Finland
dude,
with your
what?
shoelaces
I'll
open.
be,
I
I'll
mean.
be tripping in the hallway.
Yeah,
It's
that would
chaos.
be ridiculous.
So I'm like, I gotta tie these bad boys up, and I took a minute to tie them. The other last person just left, and the doors closed. It had been literally just like a minute, not any longer.
Yeah.
The train stopped. It was like we were just there, and I tried to leave, and the powers go off just as I'm about to press the button and open the door. So now I'm stuck.
Oh my god.
I'm stuck in this train, and
It sounds like a sci-fi novel, like the premise of it.
and I tried the other doors also. Like I'm stuck in there. So then I just like after a minute of looking around, seeing no one in there, I'm like, I just like I saw this advice, like this instruction manual on the wall. That was like press this button and then pull this lever for
Yeah,
like
yeah.
emergency
Like in
opening.
case of emergency, yeah.
So then it's very cursed to like open one of those like lids
I've never done
that's on top of those buttons. It's
Yeah.
I open it, I press it, it goes and I'm like, okay, then I press the lever and it opens just a little bit, and I had to, you know, in the movies when they open the
Yeah, they had to
elevator,
press it. Yeah.
I did that. I step outside and I just closed the door and walked away, and that was that. I hope I didn't cause anything, any problematic.
Hopefully. Maybe that was the train that Kieran got on and why it didn't leave.
That'd be
You
funny.
jammed the acceleration
Yeah.
system or something.
Yeah, it just didn't go.
And they're actually going to make a movie about this, and it's going to star Leonardo DiCaprio as
And
the main
Dwayne The
actor.
Rock Johnson
Yeah.
as the guy who left the train
Yeah,
just
the guy
before.
who has to cram it open.
But actually, like, if we're talking about accident, like action on transportation vehicles,
Yeah.
action movies like that, Liam Neeson is always the good dude.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, true.
There's the plane movie.
And the
when he
train
fights
one.
the
There is-
when he
and
fights
then-
the wolves in like when they crash and they're in the like cold area.
I don't know what that is. But there's a train movie where like there's a terrorist on the train and the whole movie is him on not on the train, on the plane.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he's on the plane like, who's the terrorist?
Because the train one is the one where there's a random woman who tells him that he has to
Yeah.
find a person.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if he had to kill them, but he had to like mark them or something.
And then there's the
And then he tries
Whoa.
to find the person and ends up crashing the train.
What's the next step in a
Yeah,
car?
yeah. It's getting like smaller and smaller. Soon it's like Liam Neeson in bicycle
on
thieves.
a bicycle, and then there's the two people like, who's the terrorist?
yeah, but what's the movie by the director of Parasite, the train movie he made?
I don't know.
Oh,
You seen it? It has Chris Evans.
it's. You mean Snowpiercer?
Yeah, Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
I never heard.
What?
Oh, it's the one where it's like
It's
the
a
whole
great
society
movie.
lives on a train because it's the apocalypse.
Yeah, it's
and
like
they have to constantly move to like not
steampunk
die.
in
Yeah,
a way.
it's a steampunk movie.
Oh,
And it's-
interesting.
Chris Evans going through like the poor area to like the rich area, and like then to the
Is
like
that the only
leader.
Western movie that
No, he's made
done?
2.
Oh,
and
okay.
both of them have what's her face? She's kind of weird. She's in The Dead Don't Die as this weird samurai woman that is Irish, and no one understands what her purpose
Moira
is.
from Overwatch.
Cool.
But
she's in all his English movies, and he's made 2.
He's such a good director.
And did you know he beefed with Weinstein over like stuff, and that's why he never got along with Harvey Weinstein even before everything happened.
Or maybe he was just too old for Harvey, and that's why they didn't get along.
Oh God! We didn't have to go there.
Yeah.
We can't really say.
Yeah.
Well, the best train movie though, in general, is the very cursed Christmas train animation movie.
Is it? It's called.
I don't.
It's
know.
it's
it
not
has
Holiday
Tom
Express.
Hanks as the ticket
Yeah.
inspector.
But it's like
Oh, it's Polar Express.
Polar Express.
Yeah.
There we
Polar
go.
Express,
Yeah,
yes,
I love that movie.
Yeah.
but now that you look
It's
back
weird.
at that time period of animations, it's all so cursed. Like
It's the motion
Yeah.
capture with
Yeah.
like polar
Yeah,
graphics.
yeah, no.
Cursed.
And then all of those old animated like children's cartoons that had like Play-Doh. Like it was made. All of the characters and the worlds and everything was made out of clay
Like
or
Big
Play-Doh.
Book Up.
Like
They're
Wallace
so
and-
weird.
No, I think it's fine. Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit is
Yeah,
just excellent though.
Yeah.
In general.
But like,
It won an Oscar.
did it?
One of them did. One of the movies.
What?
I think.
The rabbit one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's like the werewolf that the dude turns into a rabbit. I
Yeah,
just
it's so
realized
weird.
Oh yeah, true.
that.
It's like Animorphs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, The Curse of the Were-Rabbits won Best Animated Feature.
Nice.
But hey, it's been 12 minutes and we've already covered our every podcast quota of movies and trains and public transportation stories.
Yes. We gotta get these check marks out of the way. We're kind of rusty. We haven't done this in a little bit, so it's easy to start this way. Before we get into very deep
Philosophical discussion.
Oh, look!
Willem's back.
Florida man is back.
Wait, come here for a second. So we saw you run out of the class and you were looking very distraught. So can you tell us what happened? Was someone looking for you, or like was there a SWAT team on the way here? Did you have to engage in any close combat with your spy skills?
Of course. No, but like actually, I was just trying to print some documents.
Oh yeah, he was trying to print some documents.
Okay.
Putin, you can stop listening now. There's nothing out of the ordinary is happening here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We will release him to you if he blows the whistle. Don't worry.
It's kind of interesting that it won, though. I'm just going to say this quickly. Because at the time, another nominated movie was Howl's Moving Castle by Studio Ghibli.
Oh, that's a great movie.
And it won against the Studio Ghibli movie, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But on the theme of Florida man being chased by all kinds of organizations, I just started wondering if I had to pick an organization to come after me, like in an intention to kill me, what would it be?
Team Rocket. They can't do anything right.
That's fact.
They just want your Pikachu. It's
No,
it's like
Team
Bernie
Rocket.
Sanders, but it's like, once again, I would like to.
Once again, I am asking for your Pikachu.
It's like that.
But is it true, though? Because Team Rocket isn't just those two. It's all the other people
True,
that
true.
have actually
but
done
like
stuff
the
correctly.
canonical Team Rocket that follows like Ash the whole
Okay,
time.
yeah.
Jesse,
If
James,
it was Jesse and
Meowth.
James and Meowth,
And
then
Meowth
yeah,
is the
sure.
most useless Pokemon. It's literally a cat.
Yeah.
Like, there's Pokemon that are like, I can see your dreams and capture them and make you live in your nightmares forever. And then it's like,
I have claws, I'm a cat.
The cat can speak, though.
true.
And
It's
do you know why I learned how to
intelligent.
speak? To impress this lady version of a Meowth. But
Really?
then the lady Meowth rejected him anyway, so they was like,
Can the lady
Criminal
version
time.
speak?
no.
Isn't
Only
that, that's kind of,
Female suppression.
yeah, but like
No one
also
else
if you
can.
think about it, like, isn't it kind of messed up
least I think.
if you can speak and you're hitting on a thing that can't speak?
Yeah,
It's
it's
kind of
kinda
like on a lower level.
Are you
Because if
saying
you-
mute
if you-
people cannot be
no,
hit on?
I'm saying like, let's say that humans are evolving like this, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a human that can like, let's say the human can make a fire,
Yeah.
and then it starts hitting on another human, or like flirting with them who can't make a fire. Then they're kind of like dependent on them, you know? It's kind of like, I don't know.
But Pokemon don't need to know how to speak.
Yeah,
it's
true.
just specific cases that
Okay,
do.
but how do Pokemon survive? Like I know they're finding the balls and
They
then they have the
canonically
care
eat each other.
centers.
It's
What?
canonically true that Pokemon eat each other and humans eat Pokemons.
Actually-
Slowpoke tail is considered a delicacy, and Magikarp is eaten as a fish.
I mean, it's just representation of our reality.
it's reality, but like you don't want to think about it. It's horrible.
Willem's ready to join us now, so let's start the recording. And we should sync this somehow.
Yeah, wait, no. Let's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
pause anything or anything.
no.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's cool.
It's just like you start it up, and then
Just started it.
Yeah, just tell us when you started.
just start it, and I'll sync it. It will
Alright.
be a pain in the ass. But
And
I'll
you can
get to
check
sync
what
it.
the timestamp is right now.
The time is 15 minutes.
Alright.
We're in 15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Farfetch'd.
Yeah.
Its Pokedex entry in one game says that it makes a delicious meal, especially when cooked with leek.
With leek.
Yeah, because that's what
Damn,
it holds.
So, yeah. So they have like recipes and everything.
So now we can check more Pokemon off the list once again.
Yeah.
It's my expertise.
So what organization, what crime organization or legal organization would you have to, if you had to choose someone to come after you?
The
which one?
Interpol from Sly Cooper, because they can't do anything.
Hey, how about real ones?
Oh,
Team
I thought
Rocket's
you were
not
talking
real.
about like
No, I'm talking
imaginary
like,
ones.
do you, okay,
Because
Is
I was
the-
gonna say stormtroopers, because they can't hit anything.
FBI
True.
or Yakuza? Which
Ooh.
one?
The
That's-
FBI, because the
Are you
Yakuza
sure about
don't
that?
have laws they have to obey.
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
Yeah, but
to be
think
fair,
about the,
neither does the FBI.
think
like,
about the
you've seen
equipment.
the stuff that happens in Guantanamo
yeah.
Bay.
think about the equipment and influence an FBI can have. They can just fly in with like.
The
Yeah,
thing-
but you forget that the whole of Japanese government is run by the Yakuza.
Like Yakuza is definitely more like
Can I say that?
unreliable and ruthless, but the FBI just has such a huge amount of resources that it's
Yeah.
like virtually impossible to like hide from them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then if they kill me, they get so much flack
Yeah,
constantly
true,
for it.
true.
Yakuza wouldn't get flack
They
because
can
it's a
hide it.
criminal organization.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also if you get caught by the Yakuza, they will probably kill you in a much more horrible
Like,
way than.
FBI
yeah,
tortures
FBI would
you.
put two bullets to the back of your skull, and that's that.
Or
And
put
say
you-
that you choked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or say that the
or hang
guard who
yourself.
was like keeping watch over you fell asleep, and then you somehow managed to kill yourself in the 2-minute
Yeah.
time frame.
So what is the organization you would pick? Like Mexican cartel?
No,
I mean,
that's even horrible.
They would like dismember you and pull your heart out
Yeah,
of your
but
body.
they wouldn't have such good
They
resources
wouldn't.
to find
But
you.
if they find you,
True.
you're done. Because at least Yakuza has like the
Dude,
honor system of
I'll
Japan.
go up north. Those
Mexico.
Mexicans never go like
To
they
the
can't
cold.
handle the cold. I'll just be there. They're like, oh no, vamos, no, the
You're just-
cold, come on.
You're gonna like rent a cabin in
Yo, but,
Vancouver and live with the mooses.
Have you seen Breaking Bad though? Like that's scary as fuck.
I
It
have.
is,
I
it
have
is.
seen Breaking Bad.
Like
And
Tuco Salamanca.
Breaking
It
Bad
was
isn't even
scary.
bad. It's not that
Yeah,
bad. Like, have you seen Narcos?
I haven't.
Not even
Oh.
that. Think
But
of
the thing
real
is,
life.
Narcos is based on true events.
Yeah, Narcos is
and
based
Breaking
on true
Bad
stuff.
is completely written. And
No, not
isn't
co-
it?
No, there was a real dude called Walter White in Iowa or somewhere in the middle of America. And he was a teacher cooking meth, and that's
Oh, okay, but he probably didn't do all of that
No,
stuff.
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
he didn't
That would
build
be
an
like
fictionalized
impossible.
based on-
he
Same thing
didn't
with-
build an
He
imperium.
wasn't like
Hannibal
that, so much
Lecter
of
is
a
based on a
badass.
real Mexican surgeon who killed his gay lovers and ate their bodies.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wait, so why is Hannibal Lecter not Mexican in like, or like Latino?
It was
Because
just
it's
based
just-
on that.
Like,
Oh,
just
yeah,
like treat her if you're
inspiration.
European.
It was
I
just
guess.
made on like someone's a sociopath cannibal that can
Ah.
kill people.
And like academic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Okay,
intelligent.
but like, okay, think about it. If you're a cannibal, surely there are easier ways to like eat people than go to 10 years of med school and become a surgeon.
I think it's
Like-
it's a fetish you pick up along the way. I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe he just wanted to do that as his passion, and then on the side just eat people. You
On
know,
the side, dine on some human thighs once in a while.
take
Yeah.
Ray Liotta's brain and serve him at himself.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That
but
was-
like
that was a
I'm just
reference.
thinking like, in 3rd grade, the teacher's like, what do you want to be when you're older? And everyone's like, oh, I want to be a policeman. And then the guy, like on the inside, he's like, I really just want to cook someone on a stew
Yeah,
and eat it. And then
yeah.
he's like,
What?
I want to be a surgeon, and I'm gonna go to med school.
Isn't there like some sort of restaurant somewhere in Asia that like people can like legally feed each other their meat?
Oh yeah, but it's like I think you have to definitely sign a lot of paperwork
Oh,
and stuff,
yeah.
and then it's
makes
only
sense.
it's only like from areas that are scientifically have been proven that you can regrow the tissue.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can like cut a part of and then trade it with
A
another
little bit of
person or
some
something.
sign.
A
Yeah,
little bit
in-
of
in
sunshine
China,
in my
but-
life.
Oh god.
I mean that all that stuff is probably getting shut down because China already made.
Oh, you mean like the organ harvesting thing?
Well, kinda.
But I think that will keep going no matter what.
Yeah,
Okay,
but like, because you know how they're saying that the coronavirus started from people eating bats and like wild
Bat soup.
animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
So
bat soup's
now,
horrible.
Cursed.
now they made it illegal, like to sell wild animals and hunt them
Yeah.
for like food purposes. So you
Stuff
can
that's-
only hunt them for skins.
I mean, could they do that for
But-
dogs as well?
But if you think about it, the market is so huge already, and it's been established for such a long time. Is it really gonna change by like making it illegal? Like that's only gonna
Yeah.
make it
Not
worse
sure.
because it's less regulated and there's no like
Yeah, and
standards
it
anymore.
didn't come from bats, let's be honest.
I mean, it could. We don't know.
Let's
where it
not
came
go
from.
full
They
conspiracies
said
now.
bats
It's-
and snakes.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
what I-
rodents.
So that's what we
Okay,
were speaking
yeah.
about
Like,
earlier.
Well, okay, but
that
they
would
probably
make
let it
sense,
out.
But
Probably.
Could be.
What's the coincidence of
think
like the
China
only
made-
only virus bacteria biolab in China and the same city is where it starts?
yeah.
What
yeah,
happened,
true.
Some
happened.
dude was
It's
like,
a-
to say, ooh.
I mean, the thing is like,
It mutated.
what if it originally did come from the animals and they were researching
Yeah,
it in
of
the
course,
lab
but I
and then
mean,
by
I mean-
accident something happened?
Yeah, that's what I
like,
mean.
I doubt that they actually had the
Yeah,
intention
yeah.
of like killing the entire
Yeah, yeah,
population.
of
Because this
course,
isn't the first
course.
coronavirus, it's just the most deadly coronavirus.
Yeah,
Is
because
it mutated?
coronavirus
Yeah.
is like a blanket term.
Yeah, it's
It-
like these flus that come every winter
Yeah,
and then die down in
And
summer.
the name comes from these spikes that are on top of the virus cells.
Yeah, because it looks like a crown, and
Yeah.
corona is Latin for crown.
Oh, well, what is this
Like a
corona
corona
like?
on a sun.
This is
Yeah.
nCoV-19, so
Yeah.
novel coronavirus 2019.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
like the scientific
Okay,
name.
so it's not like corona 2.5?
No.
No.
The way they name stuff, like the official name for stuff, is really like different than what we think. Like the
Yeah.
common flu has like an actual name. I forgot what it was now, but it isn't just called. No, it's not called that.
No, influenza's worse, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out that the mic doesn't scratch on your t-shirt.
Oh,
It's touching it. And you should have it like sideways. Do you
Well,
see
no, it
like
is
how-
influenza.
How Willem and I are doing it?
yeah.
It's not like
You pinch a little.
You know.
clothing.
around.
All right.
Well, according to this, it
Pretty
is
good.
influenza.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh,
I thought
Willem
it was a
was right.
different name.
Florida man is back at it.
Math.
All right, but now that we do have, in a way, the first official guest
Yeah, that's
on
true.
the podcast.
This is a new
welcome.
age. New age in the podcast, the first official guest
And you're
It
gonna
was
be
not a producer.
Wait, since when? Like.
since now.
since now. So,
A cigar came on.
yeah,
but he's
Sagar
a
was on,
producer.
he was
But he
a
didn't have a
producer.
mic.
Yeah. We just like
And
let
like
him
he's
talk.
part of the like producer team.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like-
You're like, not in the Clout triangle, but you're a guest now.
Special
Yeah.
guest.
And we haven't
And-
spoken to you as much as we have everyone else, so you have a different perspective.
But
that we
I
haven't
mean,
heard
Exactly.
before.
I mean, being the first guest in the Clout Triangle makes you pretty deep in the
Yeah,
Clout
yeah.
Triangle.
It's an honor
Thank
for
you,
sure.
sirs.
So you should be thankful for
And
this.
otherwise,
And we're not pointing a gun at you right now.
when you go back to America,
It's
you
good
can
that-
just listen to this over and over
Yeah.
again.
Of course.
and hear your luscious, deep
Sure,
vocals.
my luscious.
And
Oh, that was
And
fire.
like I said before, we're not threatening you or pointing a gun at you. It is just a coincidence that Noah's laptop ran out of battery and we can't film
Yes,
this.
yes.
It's really unfortunate.
I call off the snipers now.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also otherwise it's a new age with the channel. As you might have noticed, there is a gameplay up on the channel.
Yeah.
Or maybe. Well, it's at least it's coming. It's coming.
And we've recorded 4
Yes.
episodes of this gameplay, and you can expect to see them in the coming days and weeks.
Yeah, or it came 2 days before this, maybe
Yeah.
possibly, because I probably cannot get this out the week after of this
Yeah.
recording.
That's
I mean,
fine.
we're not sure about the tidbits, but in any case,
Yeah.
you can expect more guests in the future and
Yeah.
gameplay
Yeah.
videos. And if you have any feedback, you can always tell us.
Yeah,
and
you can always tell us on Twitter where
Yeah,
Johannes
that-
is very active
Yeah.
building the profile.
Yeah.
Criminal profile of
Yeah,
Willem.
actually, Lil Nas X himself retweeted one of our tweets
Ooh.
last week.
Hey, well, we're followed by BitLife. At least I am. So like,
Yeah.
Cool.
that's part of this.
All right, but I was gonna segue this into asking our guest, the Florida man himself, if he has any Florida man stories that would be worthy of telling on this podcast. Like, you've lived in America for have you lived in America for your whole life?
Yeah, my whole life.
Yeah.
I've traveled a few places, but
And
Yeah.
what caused you to escape? Like, how did you get revealed that you were actually like working for Russia?
Yeah, how did your like double agent life get exposed and cause you to run to Finland?
But no, is there any, have you seen any super strange?
there's a few. Like my elementary school, there was a meth lab next to it that got busted.
Are you
do you mean?
serious?
No,
Just
serious,
some
yeah.
small stuff.
It's like
Like-
some small things, like $1 billion meth business.
My elementary school was really nice.
Yeah.
But there was like this shack next to it that everyone thought was abandoned, and then like there's like police cars outside, and I think I was about like 8 years old
Yeah.
at this time. And then I remember my parents telling me something about like a drug bust or something, and I had no
Really?
idea what that meant. I just knew that something bad was happening.
Oh my god.
And then Willem
were fine.
replied to his parents like, wait, so the man who's been giving me snacks every recess is arrested now, what?
He's gone. There's no more crystal candy.
Yeah, no more crystal candies.
But there's like, I would say the other one is like there was a Florida man incident pretty close to my house.
Wait, like an actual
Yeah,
Florida
actual
man.
Florida man.
So it's not like a myth. Like
It's
there,
not- it's
there
a-
are
it's-
actually like
like, there's just
absolutely
a-
crazy people in Florida who just do
There's
the
a lot
dumbest
of
stuff.
Crackheads.
Yeah, yeah.
When they're on drugs, they do a lot of weird
Yeah.
things.
No,
So
okay.
like they might have a desk job like I'm Jared from accounting, but every Friday I do 3 grams of meth and I fight alligators.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, that happened. So.
Which part of that happened?
No, that just happened.
I'll explain. So,
all right.
close to my house, it's like a zoo. It's called the Alligator Farm, and they have like reptiles and like exotic animals. And I used to go there for summer camp, and it's like a really cool place.
Yeah.
And what happened is some like homeless man, I think he was on meth. He climbed into the like alligator pool.
Into the
The
pool.
funniest thing, he was wearing Crocs.
What?
And then it did the death roll on his leg.
Really?
Like the crocodile death
Yeah.
rolled on his leg, and then apparently somehow it like let go, and he crawled back over the other side.
But was he like? Did he
In one
lose his
croc,
leg?
With blood just coming down his
Oh.
leg, just walking on the sidewalk, and the police
Cool.
found him.
So
Jesus.
did the crocodile like bite off the leg, or did it just
No, the
like?
alligator just bit his leg and just kind of like sunk his teeth and then
Ah.
dragged it. His leg was fine.
Can you get like infected from alligator
sure.
and
Yeah,
crocodiles?
tons
Dude.
of bacteria.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably.
You can get infected
So-
from anything.
Cono virus, Coco virus, I don't know.
Coco virus.
But like, the funniest part of that story is like, objectively, a alligator farm.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
one
yeah.
dude is like,
Yeah.
oh, let me just go feed
No,
my alligators
if you
here.
look up alligator farm, I think it's like the only one.
Really?
But why would you farm alligators? Like, are you
Like-
selling them?
No.
With the
They
cartel?
just keep them in like kind of sounds messed up, but like they keep them there in captivity and just like, I mean, a lot of them are like injured, but a lot of them kind of aren't. So it's like,
Oh, so is it
kinda
like kind of
scummy,
like a
but also
kennel in a sense?
not.
Like a
Kind of,
reservoir.
Like it's built around a swamp,
Okay. okay.
so like they're still in their natural habitat.
Yeah.
But like the crocodiles definitely aren't, because some of them are from like literally like the Nile River,
Yeah.
and then some of them are like from like Africa. Like they're from all over the world.
So it's like a zoo, but with only alligators. and
Like a
crocodiles.
reservation.
But
Or
they also have snakes.
oh, so
birds.
it's like reptilians.
Oh.
I don't know.
Kinda.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like exotic animals.
Okay.
They
That's
have
interesting.
parrots and Galapagos tortoises as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, actually, I've been to Florida once myself,
Okay.
and we stayed in Orlando, and then we drove like along the west coast of Florida down to Miami,
Oh, nice.
and we drove on like the big roads and stuff, and it was like probably like 6 years ago, so I don't remember like everything, but one distinct memory that I have apart from like Disney World and the obvious is that when we were driving along like a straight road that had like, you know, you don't see anything, there's no trees, it's just like, it's like a swamp, it's like
Yeah,
kind of
literally.
like a
True detective
wetland.
season 1.
Yeah, and then the road is like a highway, and the cars are speeding like,
It's-
you know,
yeah,
100 miles per
they're so
hour,
fast.
and then like 3 meters from the bank of the road, there's just like a river, like a
Yeah, yeah.
small river that has like, it's infested with alligators and
Yeah.
shit.
True,
Like they could, at any point, they could just run on the street, and there's like, there's nothing like stopping them. But I guess they've learned to like avoid the noise and everything.
Yeah.
But it was just like surreal because we were driving, and then my dad was like, like, you know what's on the right? And I was like, yeah, it's a river. And then he's like, if you look at it for like 2 minutes, I guarantee you're gonna see the head of a crocodile.
Yeah,
But
pretty insane.
Have you seen how certain crocodiles and other lizard creatures carry their children on their head
On their heads,
Oh,
above
yeah,
the
it's
water?
cute, it's cute.
adorable for such
Yeah.
a ferocious and dangerous animal.
Isn't it just so that the kid doesn't drown?
Yeah.
Like, because the head's always
think
above
so.
the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because they gotta sleep more.
Yeah.
How do you beat an alligator?
You whack it on its nose.
Okay, I can actually answer.
Yeah, for educational purposes,
Dude,
anybody who's
was it-
listening to this
Listen,
will know
so
how to.
In
beat an
Florida's
alligator.
PE lessons, they
can't-
just have like a fight club with alligators.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what, like, so I learned this either from the camp or just kind of like from inferring like what I know about alligators.
Yeah.
Is that you can't, their skulls are too thick to like just stab straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to, I think it's like you'd have to have like a shotgun point blank on their skull to kill them.
Really?
Or through the ear because it's like a kind
If-
of like a
yeah.
canal that has soft tissue.
Mm-hmm.
So you could kill them through that, but it'd be hard to like do that without
see,
them fighting you.
All of us normal people
Don't
without
have a
guns.
shotgun. But you only see alligators
If
in
you
places
go on
you have
Animal
guns.
Planet, if you
Yeah.
go on Animal
Yeah.
Planet, you'll find. I think he's called like Turtle Man or something. he captures like turtles, and then there's also like other shows where
Leonardo
they like, kill
from TMNT.
alligators and pythons, because pythons are invasive species.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
don't
yeah,
you
yeah.
just kind of like hug around the jaw?
Yeah.
And then just
Oh, like
rest
keep
them.
it
yeah,
closed or something.
because they all have
But
the,
they're so strong
Yeah.
though.
yeah, but they
If you-
don't
if
they
you
only have
tape-
the
if you
biting
tape-
It's
power,
only
not
the
yeah.
snap
It's only
that's
biting
powerful.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that they're fast.
If you tape their mouth shut, they can't open.
Yeah. But then the other thing is,
So I
if
guess
you stay
that's how they
directly,
capture them then.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
and
They,
stay
like,
directly in front of
like a
them,
belt, maybe.
because they're like how T-Rexes are
Oh,
thought
yeah,
to
they
be.
have
They
their
can't see in
vision.
front of them,
Yeah,
only
yeah.
to the
So
side.
their blind
So-
spot is
Oh.
directly.
That's why you
Oh.
can see people put their hands
Yeah.
in their mouth. As long as
Yeah.
you don't make sudden movements, they don't know you're there.
Yo, I didn't know that.
That's
So, yeah.
crazy though.
And then that's why you smack. That's why I said smack them in the nose. if you
Imagine
can't
how
see.
big of an adrenaline rush you would get if you put your like full hand into the mouth of an alligator and it doesn't know that you're there, but
Yeah,
still.
but wouldn't it feel?
No.
I mean, okay,
very
think about it.
desensitized.
Like if you put it like just in the mouth and don't
yeah.
touch it.
You don't touch it by like.
You don't
it's just
feel
in
the presence.
because it's so big.
Yeah.
If it's open.
It's not like flossing.
There's one of the Buzz games. Do you remember for PlayStation 3
Yeah,
or
Yeah,
2?
yeah.
Had that. It's either lions or alligators.
I think it was lions.
I think it's lions.
Yeah,
and then you have
yeah.
to put your head in there
Yeah.
and then take it out before it bites it.
Isn't there also like elephant flossing or something?
Yeah, or something.
And where they like clean the
Oh,
the
yeah.
tusks.
But
and
I'm pretty
everything.
sure the smacking on the nose is still like only where you're supposed to deal with a shark. If it's like right in front
Oh,
of you, have
yeah.
nothing
Yeah,
on you.
if a shark isn't, you punch it in the nose.
Yeah.
Wait,
or the gills.
is there
Yeah.
sharks in
Sensitive.
Florida?
Oh yeah.
There's sharks.
Not like great whites, but like there's tiger sharks and sand sharks.
And there's the
Sand sharks are the non-dangerous ones, right? Or was it?
sand sharks,
Well, they'll all bite you.
but like only threatened.
They'll-
Tiger sharks are the only ones that are truly aggressive, because even white sharks aren't that aggressive. They
I
just
mean-
want food.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
just
we've
aggressive if
never
they
had
see
this
blood.
one.
But tiger sharks are like just
Oh.
complete
Yeah,
aggressive.
we have tiger. I'm not sure like the different types. You'd have to look up.
Okay.
My question still is, how do you punch anything in the water?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it's
my
just so
dad-
slow.
So my dad is actually he surfs a lot, and when he was younger, it came up by the side of his surfboard,
Oh
and
my.
it like its nose kind of came out of the water just a tiny bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
So he just kind of like hammer punched it.
oh
like,
yeah.
Oh, like to scare it, kind of.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you see it like
Swim off.
approaching, gills or nose,
You
Yeah,
can
but
see that. Oh,
If you're in the water, let's say diving, how do you punch?
you don't. You
Oh,
just
yeah, you just try to
I
get to
think
the
you just
surface,
kind
I
of,
guess.
Like, I don't know. Like you can't like wind up because that's not how
Yeah,
it works. It's
yeah.
kind of just like a jab almost.
Yeah, I guess you have to get close to the face and then
Yeah.
just try
But
to
like,
like.
I'd rather take my chances, like,
Swing
if
your
I'm
body
on
weight, I
surface
guess.
with a shark or an alligator than a bear.
I
bears
don't know.
Or
Bears
'cause,
are
like,
terrifying.
Mother
thing is,
bears especially.
You might have a better chance in the water because like bears are so vicious, but it would just be so scary because you can't see
Yeah.
under the water, especially if it's like murky.
like, you know,
so-
all those like art
The thing is,
pieces
like,
of that.
And
I
what's-
would say shark because like I don't know, like I grew up on beaches and I know how to like. That's the only thing I'd be comfortable with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fighting
I guess
against.
like for
You'd be
us,
comfortable
it's
fighting a shark.
I don't know.
it is a matter of comfort and what you're used to though, because like you know we don't have like proper beaches
Yeah.
or anything, so we kind of like glorify all of that stuff. You know what happened in the water and stuff like
but
that.
were sharks the ones that don't really like attack you if you?
They-
I think that if you look at them
They're
straight in vision.
curious.
What was that? Some cat animal? Like what was
Oh, the
that?
thing that you can like kind of like intimidate.
No, if you
or-
just like they don't attack you if you like are facing them.
I don't know.
A lot of
They
creatures are like
don't-
that.
They don't typically attack humans because, like, if they see a human, they'll just won't bite it. But the thing is, if you're surfing, you look like a seal because, like,
Oh,
you have the outline and then your
Yeah.
arms and legs. So they won't like attack you. They'll take a bite because that's how they like taste and feel,
yeah,
kind of like a dog almost.
yeah.
And then once they realize that you're not a snack, they just run away.
You're not a snack, bro. Wait, but have you done surfing?
Yeah.
All right.
So like, but like the thing is, it's funny because if it's a black bear, you just leg it,
Mm.
but if it's a brown bear, you just play dead.
Is that true?
Yeah,
And then if it's a polar bear, you're just
you
fucked.
just you have nothing to do. You're
Yeah.
gonna die.
They're like 7-8 feet tall.
Yeah, plus if you see a polar bear, it's gonna be in the Arctic Circle or in
Yeah.
Antarctica where there's nothing to hide
No.
behind.
They can
Yeah.
smell
They're
it.
only in the Arctic Circle because
Oh, okay.
Antarctica has penguins.
Yeah.
Both
yeah,
get
true.
killed by
What,
the
North
orca
Pole
though.
then?
Yeah, the North
Yeah,
Pole is where
North Pole,
polar
yeah.
bears are.
Yep.
All right.
Did you hear about the man who walked all the way across the South Pole?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was Nigel LMI.
I mean, oh, here's the other
Uh,
guest.
he walked 54 days
54 days only.
without 54 days,
I thought it would
and
take
he
longer.
didn't get any resupply, so he carried all his food and all
Whoa.
the
Respect.
How?
That's
so
ridiculous.
so the water was probably
like
from
I
the
heard
snow
about
then.
most likely.
'Cause there's
yes,
no
but
way
the,
you
the,
can
the
carry
food
54
is still
days of
pretty
water.
insane.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
One kind of tuna per every day.
Also, we have a superior officer, an IB2 here, who just
Yes.
finished their retake.
Enter the room.
Is there anything you'd want to say to the podcast?
The French really do be vibing today, aren't they?
He says the French really do be vibing today, aren't they? And on this note, I will move on to a topic that was not related to this. So
Okay.
so like the stuff I've heard about Florida is we've covered two of them now. One is dangerous animals.
Yeah.
Second one is the crackheads
Yeah.
who do crazy things.
Yeah.
And the third one is that everyone's addicted to fast food and like
Yeah.
soda, sugar, all of that. Like I know that's an American stereotype, but even more so in like Florida. At least that's what I've heard. Is
Isn't
that
there
true?
Okay, yeah,
more of
yeah.
Texas though? The
I mean,
fast
I
food
think
thing?
Tex-Mex is more like the thing in Texas, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Like, you know, everyone eats burritos, Taco Bell and all
But
that.
yeah, Texas,
But I'm talking about
Texas
like
is a place
burgers.
that has like 2-liter sodas where
Yeah.
you get a small meal.
Yeah.
in
Yeah, yeah.
McDonald's.
For me, it's like I didn't go to fast food a lot, but there was a lot of like burrito places and
Oh,
coffee
okay.
shops that I go to
Yeah.
like all the time because like that's just what I love and grew up with. Like I worked at a coffee shop,
Oh, okay.
and then across the street was a burrito shop. So on my break, I'd go get lunch there.
Yeah, yeah.
But Chick-fil-A slaps.
Chick-fil-A is
Closed
great.
on Sunday.
Even though it's closed on Sundays.
You my Chick-fil-A.
yeah.
Yo, my Chick-fil-A.
It's such a bad song.
But yeah, I'd say so. Like there's compared to like what I've seen here, there's a lot more sugar and everything
Yeah.
in the US.
The
And-
Finnish only put sugar in like coffee and
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah.
There's so much more sodium and so much more sugar, but that's what makes it tastier. So it's like,
That's
there's,
true.
There's a balance.
Yeah. Because
arguable.
Finnish food is kind of known for being bland
Yeah.
tasting oftentimes. Like,
Except the Christmas food.
yeah, Finnish Christmas food is great.
What even
It's
is
hella
Finnish food though?
Casseroles, black pudding.
Riisipirakka,
Yeah.
Karelian
Rice
pies.
pies and then
Alright.
I guess like
pulla.
yeah.
Okay, Finnish desserts I like.
Yeah,
like just
like pastries
basic
and stuff.
pastries are so good.
Wait,
like and
where's
meat pastries.
tiramisu from? Is it Italian?
Excuse my
Yeah.
terrible Finnish.
Have you had mämmi?
Mammi.
It's
Do
the
you know what
black
it is?
stuff and Easter.
It is
No, I
basically
haven't. I'm going to though.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Easter,
My
do
host
it.
mom talked about it.
it's like dog bread mush.
It's
with
very
vanilla,
weird.
so-
I was really saying it's not good.
Just like you know the list of food from like different countries that are just horrible for most people. Mammi, surströmming, the
Oh, yeah.
The
fermented
Swedish
fish.
That's
The
like
Fermented.
natto from
smells
Japan.
horrible.
Yeah.
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 Whoa.
Then natto in Japan is fermented bean.
Oh,
and
what?
then yeah, it's disgusting. They have
Bean?
it for breakfast.
Why? I mean, okay, I get why beans for breakfast because like every country
Yeah,
does that.
except
But-
Finland.
Yeah.
Yo, beans and rice and eggs for breakfast.
And what else is there?
Eggs are good for
Oh,
breakfast.
the Chinese 100-year black egg. I think that's what it's called. Yeah,
Sounds like a
it's a black egg.
Like a curse, yeah, exactly.
Like a ritual. Eat
No,
the
no.
black egg
It's
and
like-
move on to the other phase.
It's like in a video game, you know, you kill that second last boss, and then before the final boss, your mentor is like, it is time. Take the 100-year black egg.
The black egg open the gate to hello.
Wait, did you guys watch regular show?
Yeah, yeah.
Death sandwich.
Willem, weren't you from a town in Florida that was the first town in America?
Oh yeah.
Surely not the first town in America,
Well,
because
it's
Delaware
the
was the
oldest-
first state.
It's the oldest city in America.
Oh, okay.
But
That makes sense.
Only because it was founded by the Spaniards in 15,
Oh, so it wasn't like in the
1565.
United States, but it was just the oldest city in the continent,
In
you know?
like the continent
Yeah.
of America?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Okay,
I've never really looked into like the specifics.
yeah.
Don't you have like a museum or anything?
Yeah, we have the Lightner Museum. And then-
Americans don't go to museums, come on, no.
Bro, we do.
I'm kidding. We have to make fun of Americans,
Yeah,
you know?
no,
It's
I'll
the
give it.
European thing.
And
Is
then we have Flagler College. I mean, everything in my like the city, like downtown, is like really old. Like everything's made of coquina, and then we have
What
like,
now?
Cocaine.
Coquina.
Coquina?
Cocaine.
What's that?
It's like a cement made of seashells.
Oh,
That
Ooh,
the
that's
Spaniards
fire.
used.
Wait,
And,
is-
like, it's
is
hard
the
to
city
climb
close
because
to the
it'll make
sea?
You, if you like fall on it, you'll bleed and scrape your hands because it's
Oh,
so
shit.
sharp.
oh, it's like those. Is it similar to, you know, the Mediterranean buildings that have like
Yeah,
super
yeah.
sharp
So, yeah,
walls?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's weird. It's very uneven.
It hurts your hands climbing.
Yeah. But it looks nice though,
Yeah, it
especially if it's
does.
like colored.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's called Castillo de San Marcos, and it's like the fort, and it's still standing, and you can like visit it and stuff.
That's dope.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
I don't want to like toot my own horn here, but
Yeah.
my hometown, Järvenpää, is the home of the most prominent musician
Yeah,
in
musician.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Finnish history.
Yeah.
Sibelius. Let's
John
go.
Sibelius.
I don't know if you know who John
No, I
Sibelius
know
is.
John
Yeah.
I think he's
Like-
even worldwide
Yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah,
he's-
I mean
he's
at the
one of the-
time of when he made music and played it, he was very
And
known all over.
Finlandia.
Yeah.
I
Did
think I
he
heard about
did he
that.
actually play anything, or was he just a composer?
He played violin, right?
I
think he
he
did.
played all kinds
I
of
think he played
Oh,
piano
okay.
and violin
piano
at
and
least.
violin, yeah.
Yeah.
Compose those and then
Compass.
Yeah, but he is on like all of the lists of like the most acclaimed European
Okay,
composers.
but if we're
and
going
all that.
by what our hometown has done, well, do you consider
have-
Vantaa our hometown?
I
or
guess that's
county
where I've
or
lived the most.
region? It's considered the most bumpkin place in Finland, even though it's literally next to the center.
Yeah, like
I've lived there for
Yeah.
3 months.
I've lived every region in that area. I've lived in at least once.
oh yeah, and just to like make this clear for the viewers, Willem is living in Finland currently. He's
Yeah.
on exchange year, and wait, is it a year?
Yeah, full school year.
Okay, yeah. And so, what are your plans when you're gonna return next year to America?
My plan. So I applied to college. I actually find out tonight if I've been accepted to like
Really?
my top college. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
And then
What is your top
it's
college?
University of Florida.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So is that in Miami or?
Gainesville. So like
Games.
Bro.
Bro, you got them games.
That's the full experience, dude. College, Chads.
Gainesville.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, but it's like north middle Florida, I'd say.
Okay.
Like not as north as Tallahassee, but
Is
it's
it close to Orlando then?
like a few hours, I'd say.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am hoping to study in like international relations, and then through that like experiment, because the college I'm going to, like they allow you to change your major.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm kind of
That's
just gonna
interesting.
like see what I like, and then by my second semester I'll have decided on a major.
Yeah. All right.
That's fire.
And international relations, is that like diplomacy and politics and stuff? Or
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards right now. I'd
Alright.
say.
so would you want to be like an ambassador or something in
Yeah,
the
that'd
distant
be
future?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have.
Ambassador to Finland.
Yeah, I have UK and US citizenship because my parents.
Yeah.
Like Brexit just happened, so I don't know, but.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr.
Yeah.
Worldwide, yeah.
All right.
I'd
that
like to
sounds
keep.
good.
I'd like to keep traveling. Like that's in my bucket list. For
Yeah.
Sure.
So have you enjoyed the year so far?
Oh, I've loved it here.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
And so, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So you're probably very excited about getting to know your university place today, and hopefully you do get in.
Yeah,
By the
same.
time this episode is out, we
Yeah.
can tell you in the description if you failed.
All personal information.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh.
Social security number.
Yes. This podcast is actually just for like selling humans.
We're like, this week we're offering a young 17-year-old male from Florida.
Starting bid.
You know about that what was it? Organ collection from the
Organ
Chinese
harvesting.
Organ harvesting.
God.
You know.
Oh yeah, you brought that up as
I
a
did
topic.
bring it
So, is
Wasn't
there
it
like
You can only
wasn't
blame
it
yourself.
Wasn't it like the prisoners?
Yeah, and
what prisoners? Like,
Like Chinese.
What prisoners? What are you talking about?
I haven't heard of
Okay,
any prisoners.
Don't quote me on this. but
Okay.
From what my knowledge is, there was something having to do with like Chinese prisoners, and on the death sentence,
Yeah.
of course, and they would harvest their organs.
Like, would
without-
that be
without
the
their-
death
without their
sentence?
consent.
Oh, so they would carry out the death sentence normally, and then harvest the organs.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, that's not that bad, if you
Yeah.
think about it. Like if it's a criminal who like
Yeah.
raped and murdered people.
but what if
and
they're innocent?
Just like
But okay, even if they're innocent, the organ harvesting doesn't make it worse because they're already dead.
I mean,
Yeah.
kinda.
You
If
know?
they use that for like selling on the black
Yeah.
market.
But still, like human rights stuff.
Yeah, it is
It's
like
still
it is
fucked.
bad, but it's a lot worse if it's just like innocent people or people who are alive.
Yeah, of course.
Because there's also farms like that. They just kidnap homeless people and
Then
like
you
check
wait-
if they have working kidneys and just take them. You know?
Or then you're just like you go outside to the bar, end up in a bathtub full of ice, and then you're missing a kidney.
Is this like
This is
a
UK.
personal anecdote or?
No, it happens more in India actually.
Okay.
Wait,
I-
so
This is a very dark topic.
Yeah.
Like, why are we talking about this?
Yeah, I don't know who started this.
Okay, I'm gonna look. I looked up.
Willem's fact checking himself.
No, I'm fact checking this because I'm actually interested. Killing
but-
prisoners to harvest organs for transplant.
Oh, okay.
Is
I
that-
mean, if it's for medical reasons, I guess
From
it's
detainees.
excusable. Are you guys gonna give? Did you know that in Finland?
I think I am an organ donor.
Did you know that in Finland,
Or like,
by
like
default?
not right now, but
Yeah.
I think you are. Like, I don't know if I have my
Wait, do I have my spleen?
Yo,
Willem-
where's my other knee?
Yo,
Willem,
what
Willem comes to school and he's like, "Oh shoot, I left my liver at home."
You just wake up like, oh shit, they took a quarter of my lung.
But yeah, I was gonna say, did you guys know that in Finland, by default, everyone's an organ donor?
Oh,
Like,
bro, that's
yeah,
fire.
so there's a website you can go on, and you have to like give them your personal info, and then you can opt out. But if you don't do that, because you know usually people
Yeah.
opt out if they're like religious or believe in the afterlife or something. But like by default, if you don't opt out and you die in like a car crash, like if I died now, they would take my organs.
take that off.
So our whole life purpose is to build good organs.
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah.
I mean, then they probably don't want my organs, so they're gonna leave me intact.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, in a weird way, it makes sense because like.
Yeah, it does because like, what are you gonna do with it?
Have
Realistically.
fun.
Realistically.
And also, for Kieran, actually, one of your organs is useful because you're Irish, so your liver must be like super functional, you know. It's like
I
a
take
genetic
offense
trait.
to
So
that.
that's kind of Finnish people in general, though.
Yeah, true.
To a level.
Strongest liver in the game.
Bro, when you're half Finnish, half Irish, you're just made for drinking.
The stats.
Yeah, Kieran has like the optimal alcoholic body, like high functioning alcoholism. All right, but before we started this during the day, you said that you had a topic that you
I
wanted
had
to
a
discuss.
topic, but now we only have like 10. Oh, screw it.
Screw it, let's go for it.
Well, what did I write down here? Let me just. I actually.
No, I was checking the script. Oh wait, no, not script. The memo. We don't have a script.
Director.
Cut.
So,
The script.
I found this video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a man.
I do like my men.
Choose your next words very carefully.
There's a man with a prosthetic arm,
Okay.
like a robot arm. that he controlled like with impulses.
Oh, yeah,
So basically with his mind.
That stuff is so cool.
And what he had done, what he had done is that he had opened it up, connected it to a synth, and he played music with his mind.
Well, that sounds dope.
Oh,
Wait,
he had
wait,
like
wait.
he had like a ready jingle going on.
So
and then
it's
it'd
like
be-
a
but
software in his mind.
He just connected like hacked. He had his prosthetic arm with the synthesizer that he could change the pitch and like
What?
filters and stuff with his mind, like just
So it's
without
like-
doing anything.
Just
So
by
how does he
thinking,
hear
like,
it?
I want.
No, he was
How
just
does that-
playing.
Oh, it's
it's like
playing
a-
like outside,
It was
but he
just playing
controls
around.
it from in his
So it's
body.
like a theremin, you know, when you're like
Yeah.
doing the weird force and it moves.
Yeah.
So-
I've always wondered, how do those like prosthetic, like,
It's just like
do you just look at your arm and think, I'm gonna move this finger?
I get
you
it's
you
weird
get used to it over
Yeah.
Because
time.
it doesn't seem like it would be the same way you inherently move your.
because
No,
it's
no,
just
no,
an
it's not.
electrical impulse.
Then what's the
you
difference
send to
between that
thing.
and like an old-fashioned like?
Well, what they
you call it,
probably do is
amputee?
they connect a lot of nerves.
That's what I
Like,
was thinking.
Now we have like
That's
they all go to
Yeah.
different places, but they just
Yeah,
connect a
yeah.
lot of nerves to one point.
They
and,
have
That's like
because
full
we have
on.
nerves that don't really lead
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
Like they're just there to feel like pain and warmth. So they might take those sensory nerves and like rewire them in a sense, like so that when you think like index finger up, then it goes like. And of course, you've seen the videos probably like from when they start using it. It's super clunky and slow. Like they can't hold anything.
Yeah.
But
But
there
it's
are
getting
people.
better.
There are people who can do it super well. Like if they practice over time.
It's getting better.
But
It's crazy.
talk about those nerves in like an erratic pattern. This reminded me of a video I watched earlier today about electricity and
Wait.
stuff.
Let's not go, please.
No, but it's about the nerves. I'm
Okay.
just going to say like how if electricity just goes into your body,
Yeah.
the reason why like it gets shocked is if it can't find a way out, it will just like spread out until it finds the way out, and then when it finds the way out, it all goes as one,
Oh.
and that's
Oh.
why it causes that
Huh.
pattern.
I mean, like being a cyborg, you're kind of at a disadvantage. 'Cause,
Are
like,
you?
If you get struck by lightning, you're dead, 100%.
Oh yeah. True.
That's true.
But how many people get struck by lightning?
I know.
Actually,
a
quite
person who's
often.
struck by
Really?
lightning, or like. Oh, I can't say that.
But I started immediately
Why is
thinking.
this like
okay, this
disclosed
person-
information? Yeah.
Lost hearing in one of their ears because of the lightning.
No.
Really?
I think it was like, it either hit them or it was either close enough where the sound ruptured that ear.
Is this in America?
Finland?
Finland?
It's a Finnish person. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
But now imagine all the things that you could do now with your mind with that prosthetic.
I
Yeah,
probably
like-
wouldn't do
Like
anything.
you're in a car, you're like, hey bro,
Alchemist.
can you pass the aux cord? And this dude just fucking pulls out his arm and put it in his arm and just driving around like.
He like pulls out a neural
Yeah,
connection.
and you're like, oh, this is about to get
Oh.
real. And aux cord straight to your arm and then just speeding.
Kind of fire, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
But I mean, that's not that far from like, you know, people who are deaf and have hearing aids, they can like play music from their hearing aids.
the cochlear implant.
Yeah, cochlear implant. So you can connect it to your phone because a lot of them nowadays have Bluetooth. So you basically just have a Bluetooth headset on at all times, and it's noise cancelling because it's a hearing aid, so you can filter out what you
Yo.
hear.
Our old classmates used to, if you
yeah,
didn't want to
yeah.
listen to
That's
people,
why I
turn it
know
off
this.
and just listen to music on it.
That's why I know this. One of our old classmates in ISV had like 2 cochlear implants
Yeah.
because he became
It's
deaf when he
sick,
was like
though.
3. It's insane.
It's like my friend Layla from the U.S.
Yeah.
She got hearing aids like a year and a half ago, and like it's like you said, it's literally like free. It's AirPods and it like helps you hear in one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can just like zone out everyone around you and just like play an album or something.
The only bad thing about that, like,
You have hearing loss.
no. Like the only thing that like those devices have that are worse than natural ears is that everything is like
Yeah.
sounds like it's from the same place. You know, like
Yeah.
there is surround sound, but in the sense that if you're talking or a guy who's like 10 meters behind you is talking,
Yeah.
I hear it like at the same level.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to distinguish between like individual voices and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because like an ear is like designed to like there's levels to
Yeah,
sound.
because we have
And
balance.
We can pick and choose between those.
Yeah.
But hearing aids can't. It's just like a piece of technology.
Exactly, because we have, you know, we have all the different receptors, like stuff that tells us if we're upright
Mhm.
and why we can like walk on a narrow pole and everything.
Mhm.
But once you're deaf, you lose that, like oftentimes.
Yeah.
So then it becomes a lot harder to distinguish.
Often,
Yeah.
not oftentimes.
Oh, often, yeah. Sorry. That's my psychology essay. But yeah, so it would be cool though. Like, you know, you come home after a long week and your wife, you hate her, you know, the kids, they're a real bother, you know, everyone's making a huge noise and you just zone out, play some Frank Ocean.
And then start making some steaks with your prosthetic arm.
Just connected to the stove.
You just stand there like...
Plug your nerves into the house.
Jesus, that's
Dude,
kind
what
of
if
dark.
in the future the president has the nuclear codes that way?
Yeah.
His prosthetic arm. He just thinks it like, oh, you better not try do anything
Okay,
dumb.
but
I just like, my mind is a lot faster than that hand
True.
of yours.
But that would be so risky if you
Yeah,
had your
but
nuclear codes in your arms. Like, people would just come and dig it out, you know?
No, it's controlled by thought. So then like...
Yeah, but you could still probably find a way to hurt him, you know, so he'd be forced to
What if
say
you
it.
just
Then
having
the
an
president
argument?
hits his toe and oops. I just released all the news to India.
Or if
it's
you're having an
over.
argument with someone, you're like, I hate you. I wish this whole bloody place blew up.
Like, I think...
Well, there's probably gonna be like a password.
yeah.
Oh, there's a confirmation sound in your head, so like, are you sure?
And then, yeah, imagine if this place would blow up, then your head is like, are you sure? At the same time, you're at a Wendy's ordering a burger, and the woman's like, would you like a large drink to come with that? And you're like, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather just make sure that I get my large soda than like say no accidentally and then like not get a large soda, you know?
Also,
So you'd rather
Presidents
die
wouldn't-
than have a small soda.
Yeah.
imagine a president in a drive-through. What? No.
Obama has a bunch of videos where he does that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Obama is like the most casual president
He
of all
is.
time.
Did get all
He
those
like-
McDonald's though.
Yeah.
He
sure.
took
But he didn't do it himself.
No.
He had a guy.
Obviously.
Or like 10 guys, probably.
He had a squad.
Obama is really chill. He took Seinfeld to his White House to do the show of his.
Really?
Yeah, just the comedians getting coffee in cars.
Oh, yeah.
He just
Yeah.
went to the White House and Obama was like, oh.
That's like
And then they drove around the yard of the White House in some cool ass car, and then that's
Really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fire.
And he also posts his Spotify playlists on Twitter.
Yeah,
which
it's
is so
fun.
cool. And like he
They're
actually
so
has a
sweet,
really
too.
good music
Yeah,
taste.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like all oldies.
Yeah.
Some of them are new as well.
No, he has like hip hop, like
yeah.
weird stuff.
Anderson
Kendrick
Paak.
Lamar, Macklemore, Anderson
He's got
Park.
like a love playlist for his wife.
I got $20 in my
They're so
pocket.
But it's like the thing is, there's other people like that who broadcast a large part of their lives and their celebrities. You know, like the Kardashians and stuff. But like what Obama, like Barack and Michelle do, it seems like natural. Like it doesn't seem like they're faking it, even though they expose themselves constantly.
Yo, this is gonna be the most boomer question, but do you think we'll have like a president who vlogs in the future?
I mean, probably.
No,
That'd be
this
funny.
is a Zoomer question. It's not a Boomer question.
But I mean, Andrew Yang, I think he has vlogs, but I mean, he's not going to win anymore, unfortunately. Wait, we're not supposed to get into politics.
Yeah.
And we're
Now,
not-
you know,
Okay, that was,
we
that
we
was
don't
just
have
like
any.
Yeah.
That was just
We don't have any rules, but Johannes' dad was like, he gave us advice that he
Yeah.
really likes
that
we don't talk about politics.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's good because it is supposed
Just
to
a
be a
friendly
chill, like a
chat.
background noise conversation.
Yeah, it's
To
like
crash
it's
your
nothing
car with.
on
Yes,
the edge
yes.
or nerve.
Watch
you
out,
know?
Brenda!
If you're just driving, you can just listen to us talk about life. And
Yeah, it's just like it's like slice of life kind of.
Life, bro.
Do you know
Yeah.
like a genre of like shows and anime and like movies? It's slice of life.
Yeah.
This is like the podcast version of
Exactly.
slice of life.
And also, I just had like a eureka moment that in 1 year, when Willem's in the University of Florida, we're gonna call him on Discord and do another
Yo,
podcast,
yo,
like a
yo,
follow-up
yo.
episode.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be fire.
That would be. And with this episode, having our first guest worked pretty well.
Yeah,
overall.
yeah.
I would say this is a success.
Yeah.
Like we didn't. This wasn't an interview, so to say.
Yeah,
That's the most important part. We don't want this to be an interview and
Like, what are you doing with your life right now?
Yeah.
How do
Name
you
your top
feel?
3 fast food restaurants right now.
top 3 fast
KFC,
No,
KFC.
not you, Kieran. We know yours.
just like okay, can they be like local fast?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hesburger.
Shout out to Mojo's Tacos, Chick-fil-A,
In and out. Has to be.
probably In-N-Out.
Yeah. It's great.
In and out is overrated.
That's
bro.
an interesting question because I literally cannot answer that. I have no idea what my favorite fast food restaurant.
You like
would be.
Subway, right? Do you?
I mean, it's just sandwiches.
I
It's
can
not
answer in
that
Finland as well,
delicious.
like the ones in Finland.
What are your Finnish favorite ones?
Hesburger.
Like the Hesburger slaps.
It is good. It is honestly
Their
good.
milkshakes are
the
fire.
grilly like the what is it? The grill spice.
Yeah,
Oh,
really
so
master.
good.
That,
Yeah.
he's addicted
I'm
to
gonna
grill
miss
spice.
that so much.
Hesburger is better than Burger King.
Oh, yeah,
Pro
100%.
tip: when you go to a Hesburger and you get a softie ice cream,
Uh-huh.
put the grill spice into the softie.
No.
It's
no.
actually like I did that as a kid. Maybe before my taste buds were probably fully developed,
And
but
you
still,
fucked up
I
completely.
believe that is delicious because it's a perfect balance of sweetness and softness, and then like
Yeah.
it's like balanced as everything should be.
Oh, that's
So-
cursed.
So from what I've heard about Noah, your diet as a kid was Hesburger ice cream with grillimauste. Then you had punajuurisalaatti and jakkivanukas.
Yeah, I was.
Yakki vanukas is
What
Have
about
you
fire.
seen the
What are
pictures?
those
I was a
last two?
fat boy.
You were a fat boy.
I was a
But
fat
now
boy.
you're a skinny boy.
Skinny,
Apparently.
Skinny legend.
So skinny legend, exactly. So what happened? What was your lifestyle moment?
Had a glow up.
A
Did you
little
go on the
thing
Biggest
happened.
Loser?
A little thing happened called growing up.
Oh.
Yeah,
You know,
I had
when
a
it-
baby weight.
all the-
yeah.
All the like, I went from being white to tall, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
all
yeah.
that I
You
needed.
just stretch it out.
It was like a free weight loss. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thanks.
I mean, I've had that my whole life. I've just been stretching constantly. Like, all the weight that I gain just goes into height gain, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you
height.
can visually see when he eats, he like gets a little taller.
Yeah,
And as a
like-
little baby, we're just like.
Yeah, like if I eat an exceptionally large amount, like my head just grows a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm still short considered to you guys, but I'm considered like a gigantic person in my family.
Really?
Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
I
the
mean,
tallest.
your whole family line is quite short.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. But we are planning to do a video at some point. What we do
Definitely.
in the summertime.
I mean, we already recorded a podcast with a video, but that was the
but what I'm
unsuccessful
talking
one.
about, making a video during the summertime where you guys give me all the burger fast food places.
Oh yeah,
That I don't know which one is which, and then I say which one is the best.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
could wait, do you know those like online ranking things?
Yeah.
And,
Tier
that-
list.
We could,
Like-
and it's because I
tier-
haven't
tier,
Yeah.
and it's because I haven't had a
Yeah.
fast food burger in almost 3 years.
Yeah,
Why?
because he doesn't eat fast food anymore, unless it's like sandwiches.
How come?
It's just like I started thinking like, why do I eat this?
Yeah.
If I seek happiness from food, like when we're very deep philosophically into it, like if I get,
Good point.
why would I? It's kind of sad if I get
Yeah.
my happiness from food.
I mean, that's
And-
true, but
and
it slaps, yo.
Yeah, dude,
It
It
tastes good,
so,
bro.
It slaps you, but then you get like insane thoughts
Yeah,
that make
yeah.
you happy. So
Yeah,
No, I get that. I mean, like as humans, we naturally get a dopamine rush from eating food.
yeah,
especially if
And
it's salty.
I don't think the increase between like eating fast food and eating like a sandwich is that much.
It's not that much.
It's not that
Yeah.
much.
yeah.
But I mean, the main reason that I eat fast food is because it's cheap. Like,
Yeah,
if I go somewhere with friends after school, I don't want to
I
pay
get that.
18 euros every day, you
That's
know?
true.
I don't
Yeah.
really care. I just need constant sustenance. Like, otherwise, my black hole will
You
start
should
killing
have
me.
like sugar in an IV bag. Just-
I do.
If we had like a Chipotle here, I'd eat there so much.
Chipotle is
'Cause
great.
it's like healthy because it's just like meat and then
Yeah,
vegetables.
it's
and
not
wrap
really
and
fast
then-
food. It's just like readily available.
Yeah.
It's like fast or like fast.
Yeah, yeah,
food.
yeah.
I
In
don't know.
quotation marks.
I
Yeah.
just got a
It's,
picture.
it's like the best idealization of what fast food could be.
Yeah,
I
because
guess.
it's not unhealthy. I mean, Subway is not far from that.
Yeah.
Subway is not like terribly unhealthy.
And Taco
Like,
Bell.
It's not gonna make
It's
you a
about the
Superman,
same
but
price.
it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like bad for
yeah,
you.
but it's also not like there's a lot of stuff that could be gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But when you were talking about the video idea, I just remembered our lunch conversation today. Should we give a teaser of that and end it on that? Because that would be great content.
Oh,
So during lunch today, I think, was it Willem actually who
Yeah.
came up with the idea?
Oh yeah.
that we would, before he leaves back to America in the summer, we would host summer games in honor of the Tokyo Olympics that will probably get cancelled due to the
Yeah.
coronavirus.
And some of that could potentially be content. But
Yeah,
probably not
we could
everything.
film some of
We
it
could
Yeah.
film some of it.
and
yeah.
upload it on the channel. That,
Yeah.
that could be
Make-
funny.
Wait,
Make
what
one
is-
of our producers edit it like our
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
what is KSI's like Sidemen.
Sidemen, yeah.
The Sidemen crew.
And Willem, on your phone, you wrote some ideas down for what you could do. Do you
There's a
have any
lot.
good ones that you could read out, and then we could
Yeah,
close
sure.
on that? More IB2s who finished their retakes. Hello.
So,
We're recording a podcast for a cast project.
Okay, bye.
All right. They're very camera shy, clearly.
I found it. So
Alright.
summer games. So obviously we would have like regular track and field events, like 100 meter to all the way up to the 800 meter dash,
Yeah.
long jump, high jump, and then they mentioned swimming, and then we'd have some very non-traditional ones / endurance events.
That sounds very weird as it is.
Or like they're not all endurance, but there's the ice plunge, there's the sauna endurance.
Oh, that's risky.
Yeah, people die from that, but it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we'll keep it like safety regulations.
Yeah.
The hot sauce challenge.
Sponsored
Kieran's
by
gonna
me,
win
truly.
that.
Football
Easily.
played with an exercise ball.
Yeah, elephant football.
Elephant
Elephant
football.
That's fun, though.
It's
Rowing.
great.
Fencing. Table tennis.
Are we actually doing fencing?
Yes.
Oh, sure.
The crackhead throw.
Crackhead throwing,
Yes,
yes.
crackhead throwing
So
competition.
we're gonna hire a local
We're gonna
crackhead,
hire a
and
crackhead.
we're gonna have a competition who can throw them the furthest.
And will hopefully like give them safety like pads or something.
Yeah,
Dude, the
well,
crack is the safety.
they don't feel pain.
Um,
Or we'll get one of the cyborgs and they'll turn their neural
Yeah.
connections off.
Yeah.
They won't feel
you
anything.
Can't feel anything.
Yeah.
Some kind of dizzy field run.
Oh, yeah?
Freestyle rap competition.
That's gonna be fun.
Darts, poker, and then we'd have like regular games like Cards Against Humanity, Jackbox,
Oh.
which would be like Quiplash,
I mean,
or the
T-shirt,
t-shirt,
TKO.
TKO, yeah.
that's definitely content
Yeah, true.
for Clout
Um,
Triangle.
Yeah, these could be in a separate thing. But,
Yeah.
But we just do
Codenames.
these stuff during the summer.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
And you might be able to see a glimpse of that yourself,
Mhm.
dear viewers.
And we threw on the idea of having like ultimate hide and seek, where we'd pick like some kind of designated area, like a forest or a
Yeah.
park or something, and then whoever wins wins.
Well, I think that's how it works. Whoever wins does win.
Okay, yeah.
Oftentimes.
Oftentimes, whoever wins wins.
Often, not oftentimes. That's a horrible
Oh.
word. All right.
Weightlifting, pool, and then we talked about the milk mile.
What's
Yeah,
the milk mile?
It's you run a mile,
run a
but like there's
mile.
stops with a
There's
glass
stops.
of milk.
Oh.
you chug
Why
it every
milk?
time.
There's stops on the
I feel
way
like that would
because-
make you puke.
Yeah, that's the
Exactly,
point.
That's the aim of
Oh.
the thing is you
Oh
puke.
my god.
I don't think it would make me considering I milk.
We would get age restricted on
You get
YouTube.
demonetized.
Yeah.
We'll say 18 and up for this episode. We'll call the episode Milk Mile.
Milk Mile is actually a great
That's
name.
Yeah.
It's a sequel to 8 Mile.
Everybody from the lactose farm.
It's a story of Kieran.
Yeah. All right, but we're over an hour in, so I think we should start
Yeah,
wrapping it up. And before we do so, Willem, we have a tradition that we've always ended each episode with a proverb by me. So whatever the theme has been, I've been trying to find a proverb, and I looked
Florida
up.
proverb.
I looked up Florida proverbs and slogans, and I found some very interesting ones.
Alrighty.
So, is it true that Florida is called the Sunshine State?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, like as a nickname.
Mhm.
Here it says Florida, the Gunshine State.
Oh god.
Then there is relax, retire, revote. Florida, where even the sand is wrinkly.
Okay, true.
And
Old people.
I don't know what this means. Who's alien?
Alien.
There's a slogan that says
I hope that's not a person I should know.
there's a slogan that says this is what you get for taking alien away from us.
Okay, I feel like
What?
these are just random people on the internet.
It
writing
could
things.
be actually.
I don't know who Alien is or what Alien is.
Alright, I think it's still like
But I should find an official proverb.
official proverb. Alright, go ahead.
Oh, this is actually kind of good. This is from a Florida author. Good sense makes one slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense.
That's deep.
And on that note, we say goodbye.
Yeah,
thank you
thank
for
you,
listening.
And
thank
you,
you.
gentlemen.
And
Thank
thank you
you.
for our first official guest.
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you for having me.
Be ready to stop it with us so it's not that difficult. Alright,
Thank you.
thank you.
Bye.
And goodbye.
Peace out.
Peace.
Bye.